Hello, this is In the Share.
I'm Crete.
I'm Connect.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Nice to
guys.
meet y'all.
This is our first time.
Yes, in English.
Yeah, in English.
Very nervous, very a little overwhelmed by
Yeah.
all the ideas.
We would like to go ahead and make this statement. We would like to give you overview of a company that we would like to introduce in terms of your stock investment.
Mhm.
But first thing is you got to do your homework
Yes,
of doing
yes.
your research.
Mm.
And second issue is that our native tongue isn't English,
Mhm.
so it might not really sound as if we're American. We're not American.
We're not American.
Yeah, but we would like to expand
Yes,
our
we want to reach as many people as possible. So
in terms of our research and analysis.
research,
Yeah.
and we just want to give you assist on how to make investment decision and what to look for, what to avoid.
Yeah.
And that's our basic starting point.
So this is why my name is Connect and his name is Create. So we like to create our YouTube video and trying to reach out to you in terms of our connection with you. So
And ultimately, we want to share the industry idea with the watchers and share the, what you learn from your industry that we might not know.
yeah, that's exactly why we started this video. The name of our YouTube video is Industry Share. We feel like there are a lot of experts in the market in terms of their insights, and we would like to share that with you. And as for now, we don't have any subscribers, but when we do have a lot of subscribers, we would like to invite people from different diverse industries to share their industry's expertise and insights. That's our intention of Industry Share.
We'll cover our ideas in a separate video, introduction video. So
We'll do that.
let's get started. Social media.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always been a great it's always been a big issue in the United States, and as you can see, you see a lot of names that are recognizable, right? What do you actually use in terms of?
I am a big time YouTube user.
Okay.
I watch just fun clips. I do have Instagram, but I only occasionally visit it just to look at. No, you're laughing, but just to look at how people are interacting,
Yeah.
what's good in social media. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes, I understand your point. But
Instagram.
3.4 billion people are using social media, which is quite a big number.
Yeah, quite. Actually, isn't it like half of the population?
I think so. I have
Of
to
the
do my
world?
study,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's a big market. So when we are talking about social media marketing, what people are looking for is to increase brand awareness is the most important thing for branding social media marketing. And also, there are too many channels of SNS marketing platforms, and it would be so hard if you want to do individual marketing, right?
Yeah, yeah. So like if you actually work in a company in the marketing division or whatnot, it's going to be very hard for you to log into every different like platforms to check the people's reactions regarding your products of your company.
Even just posting a feed,
Yeah.
it will take so much time.
Yeah, you have to go onto the Facebook and see what people say about your products, and then log off, and then go on to the Instagram and then Twitter. It will be so much work, right?
So we were thinking, what if a company can consolidate this process and make it easier for marketer to reach out to people?
Yeah.
And that's basically the SPT, the
Sprout
social. Sprout Social.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me.
I don't really understand what sector is this because I just named it social media management service. I'm not like it's not really clear in terms of its industry sector, but that's what we just named it. Just now we just named it.
So it's listed in Nasdaq.
And the ticker is SPT, right?
SPT.
Yeah.
Quite intuitive.
Intuitive. Yeah.
Intuitive name.
The introduction of the company. Yes. This company is expanding globally. It has like 100. It's expanded to 100 countries. We will cover it later. And our ARR of 130 million. What's ARR? Annual recurring revenue. So
yes.
basically, every quarter you don't have to worry about if this company is actually making money. Well, you should worry about it, but I'm saying that it's less likely that the revenue will decrease
the stabilized cash flow.
Yeah, with the stabilized cash flow.
And what we really like is the cash flow stability.
Yeah.
And as you can see, 99% is subscription revenue. So it is ARR. And pretty much the cash flow is set to stability. So I think it's very powerful tool when you're looking at investment.
Yeah, so this company, it basically, if you see like less number of customers, that's the time you sell it. But as long as it's, there's increase of the customer, increasing number of customers, you should be invested in it, and you shouldn't worry about it like every night if the stock will plunge. You should actually buy more.
Yes. And because it's tech firm, the gross profit margin is quite high.
Quite high, at 74%.
74%.
And like Warren Buffett used to say,
Yes,
that he
Buffett.
likes to invest in moat company. This is he said they claim this is their IR presentation. They claim to have durable moats and rising barrier to entry. I think one of the attributing factor to that is that this is the first company that started this kind of platform over platform kind of thing. So they have a lot of customers with the accumulated data. So that's what distinguishes this company from others, right?
Very good. And so to survive in this competitive market, business needs to listen carefully to their clients. And Sprout does this by catching up with the changing communication methods and virtually help the business operates with their data science and consolidated SNS marketing process.
Yeah, so this company is basically the function of the company is that they monitor the platform and they monitor people's opinion, and that's going to enhance or improve the product for a certain company. If they're using Sprout, they can constantly monitor, like real-time basis. They can look at who's responding to advertisement or new products, and if they're complaining or if they're writing bad comments on it, you can always monitor and make your product better for the next time.
It may not be very straightforward when we speak, but later we'll show actual screenshots of the platform, so you will have better understanding.
Yeah, picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yes.
So that's a line. Okay. Yeah. So people are online to share ideas and opinion on SNS constantly. So the reaction to those products or those ideas and opinions will definitely pave the ground for better products for business into the future. So SPT or Sprout Social gathers these ideas on real-time basis and let business to effectively communicate with potential customers.
Yes.
So this is what I like about this company is that its customers or usually the companies can enhance their understanding of their products based on real opinion from the market. It's not like we have to guess whether people like it or not,
Yes, so traditionally it's hard to gather all the data from actual end users. So you do a sample survey, but that may not yield honest opinion. When we do the survey, I'm just checking all 3s and 5s just to get the coupon.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different approach, but I think it's much more predictable and clear, transparent.
Like there are a lot of companies that do this kind of marketing analysis for companies. I know of one friend of mine. She used to work in this company where she used to do a lot of surveys for Samsung. They actually go to the random people if they like the Galaxy or if they're aware of the Galaxy, and like in France. But this idea can decimate that kind of business. Like it's gonna kill everything.
Anonymous opinion is key. When you're face up to people, you may tend to say good things because you're facing actual person. But this is your SNS platform. You say whatever you want. So I think it's more honest in that way.
More honest opinion.
So we were studying the business model of Sprout Social, and if you look at the top left corner graph, it's basically saying that it's moving into this infinity circle. Once you start your marketing, you reach out to people and you see growth in people, which then will create the demand, and you do some research and make it sales development. And once that does, it goes back to infinity circle, and it's all positive and win-win for your customer and for your business.
Yeah, so it's like a hook and a fishing. Like you gotta hook it, and then if they come into your pool, people like the companies that use Sprout Social, they use it in a very smallest amount of subscription basis. If they like it, they increase their subscription fee by expanding more functions within the platform, like analytics. We will show you later down the road, but yeah, but that's their business model.
And basically, because there are too many platforms out there, it's hard to manage all. So the Sprout Social would consolidate them and help your success in your business.
Yeah.
So we're actually going into actual screenshots of their product.
Picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yes.
That kind of thing. You might not be able to see this in the YouTube video, but if you enlarge the picture, this is a sample. It says like dash. How do you call it? Like my spread. Like what do you call it?
Yes.
Hashtag. Hashtag. Was it?
Yeah, let's go hashtag.
Hashtag
Yes.
my Sprout coffee, and then the reaction was amen to that. And some other people said they love this photo. Which blend of Sprout coffee are they pouring into those cups? So basically, this is all from like Twitter and Instagram. So you get to see like in a smart inbox.
In one page.
Yeah, in one page of all different platforms like Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. So this is in a way a very effective way of displaying people's opinion in one platform. People like in the company, they don't have to go into different platform all the time and search for your names and whatnot. So this is effective way of displaying the different ideas and opinions in the market.
And also, when you are writing a feed, it is essential and it's very important for clients to feel that you're actually pouring your enthusiastic efforts into your platform. This page shows that you can pre-time your feed ahead of time. So when a specific time and date approaches, you can upload your feed to different platforms. As you can see, there are different icons which represent different platforms. So it will be much easier, and you don't have to worry about writing, oh, I forgot to do something, it will be much easier for the marketer to follow up with the market.
You can actually plan or plan ahead and reserve your display of your product in given time. Like, so you don't have to like worry about if like Kriya says, you don't have to actually worry about if we can always just time it and then do like I think it's adds to the professionalism. You don't have to worry about wait until something comes up and you got to do it manually. You can just like reserve it and then you will just automatically upload your data.
And customers will feel that because the feeds are keep uploaded, they're more engaged with your product, they're more aware of your brand, and I think that's the key for SNS marketing.
So this is the actual display of Sprout Social. I got it from Tan YouTube video. Thank you for your video, the Beth Tan YouTube video. She actually did give it a try for the Starbucks brand health. And as you can see, like it says topic summary. There has been like 413k or 1,000 people, 413,000 people who responded to or made any comments regarding Starbucks. Their total engagement of 12.7 million, and there's been positive sentiment regarding Starbucks, 64%. So like in a way, it doesn't only gather the opinions of people; it actually analyzes what people say in terms of their numbers, in terms of their engagement, in terms of their like sentiment, if they liked it, if they don't like it. So it will give, I think, Starbucks some insight of what people's response are or what people feel about Starbucks.
I mean, showing percentage of positive sentiment, it's something I didn't see in the market before, but I think it's very intuitive and very informative that how brand is imaged in social network system, which when people gives real honest opinion.
Yeah. So like conventionally, the advertisement market has always been like you show some advertisement material on TV or in the movie or in between TV shows. And you don't really know if people actually liked it. If you don't even know if people actually saw the advertisement. So that's why we move on to SNS because then people get to make reactions to that. But Sprout Social is more effective tool of gathering meaningful information or reactions from the different platforms.
More specific.
Yeah.
We'll show other examples. Like this one.
Like this one.
I really liked it because it clearly shows a peak in their timeline, and the marketer will instantly feel that, oh, there's something going on.
So this is Starbucks as usual. It seems like between I don't know 5th of May and 7th of May, there's been huge increase in the interest of this product, and I don't know what happened to that, but it seems like something has to do with Game of Thrones.
Winter's coming.
Yeah, winter, whatever. I don't know what it was.
Yes.
I'm not really interested in Starbucks, but yeah, something happened with the Starbucks and Game of Thrones. This is what increased the interest of the Starbucks.
Yes.
So then, if you're a marketer in Starbucks, then she or she gets to know if this marketing strategy, if that was marketing strategy, was effective in terms of getting people's attention.
Even if it was not, then you realize that, this particular product is affected by this particular TV program.
Incident, yeah.
And then you will plan ahead and you'll know what to expect in the future.
So it basically measures the effectiveness of marketing or advertisement if that's what they intended to do, or this could have been a new product, or this could have been a calendar. Some of the things that they do, whatever. I don't really care about Starbucks anymore, but yes, it's an effective way of measuring the effect of marketing strategy and advertisement. So next thing is the bigger the words, more
the bubbles,
whatever. So a lot of people use the term Starbucks for their research, but as you can see, there's Game of Thrones. Something happened between Game of Thrones and what increased the interest of the brand. So in this one page, the marketer of the company can actually see what their brand image is. Something has to do with happy. I guess you're happy when you drink Starbucks.
And I was looking at the straws. I really don't like the paper straw. With respect, I'm wearing Patagonia, so I do care about the environment, but as a customer, it's quite burdensome. It just melts down while you're drinking.
I'm not even sure if this hygiene effective.
Yes, it's always concerned. But as you can see, the Game of Thrones is bold and big, which means it's important for Starbucks and related to Starbucks keyword. And I think it's very intuitive. I'm using intuitive a lot, but yes, it's very easy to understand what's going on in the market.
Yeah, so it summarizes and analyzes your the response based on what people say about your product. Then they summarize and analyze to give better understanding and insight to a company. Like in this particular example, would be Starbucks.
Yes.
So yeah, so I think this is a very effective tool. The next in the line, obviously, is
so because you can pinpoint your listeners and customers, you will know the age group and the gender of a particular person. And for Starbucks, it seems that age of 18 to 24 female are the main customer group. So when you're planning to do marketing, you will be able to focus more into that specific group and specific, the demographic. And I think that's very powerful data tool that you can get from Sprout.
See, like I said, a friend of mine used to give out surveys to people. Do you like Starbucks, whatnot? You have to do it manually by using the marketing consulting firm. But this one platform will constantly monitor people's opinion and basically the pull for the survey. So I think it's effective. Like he says, it used to be like this. People used to guess. My product must be of the interest of such group, maybe female, between the age of young. I understand it's probably young people, but this platform constantly monitors, and I think it will change from time to time. If Starbucks wants to expand to the next age group, it will be like 25 to 34. What do they do? It's currently at 25%, but 1 year later it might be 30%. So then you can monitor the changes of the target group of your customer.
Of course, there's a drawback that if you look at the demographic of age, the older people are not really responsive to the SNS platform. So it may be a little young biased.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, you will get good feedback from the SNS channel.
Yeah, I mean 30.4 billion people are using it. I'm sure all people are using it. Mr. Trump,
it's very active.
It's very effective and very active in the arena of Twitter. So yeah, all people do use. But I don't know if they use hashtags to give their opinions. But yeah, but it's an effective way of doing it. Yeah, this is another page. I think it has to do with like like influencer. If you look
The
at
big
it
players.
closely, Twitter, there's got certain people making comments about Starbucks, and they're obviously influencer. And this is analytics that was done by Sprout. I'm pretty sure artificial intelligence will probably look at people's opinion and the number of followers, and they identify specific influencer, and then their opinion might matter more than
Yes, yes.
than just general user in the platform.
I think it's power of the SNS
Yeah,
channel.
yeah. So we need to target these people for next product. So it's another function for Sprout Social's analytics, or it's just listening. But anyways,
And this is related topics and messages out in the SNS world, I think.
so some of the messages that you receive, you can always just the one thing about this platform is that you can actually respond on Sprout Social. Then it will respond via Sprout Social to relevant platform. So if there's a guy who give you messages via Facebook, and then you can always answer in Sprout, which will then deliver to Facebook
Yeah,
platform.
that's very convenient.
So
So the benchmark summary.
business model.
Oh yes,
Sorry.
sorry, guys.
He likes to invest in index funds.
Yes, we'll discuss that later. But yes, business model, not benchmark. My apologies. And so it's very effective customer relationship management tool, and it also accumulates feedback and response from the clients in real time. And you will be able to develop and improve your brand image, which is of course the most important thing for marketing. And you can communicate with your clients more efficiently and maximize your advertisement effect of your brand image.
So yeah, that's their business model. Very good business model, I think.
So we do care about the market forecast because when you invest in a company, it's not just company. It's you have to look at the specific sector.
Yeah.
So this is our macro analysis. So you will be very familiar with the SNS market. And of course, the SNS market has been growing, and it will grow further. And especially in U.S. market, the SNS market size was exponentially increased, and it will follow this suit for next so many years. So it's good for the Sprout to expand their business idea. And this is a breakdown of desktop into mobile. And as young age people are using more of mobile than desktop, as you can see, the dark navy, the bars are increasing more sharply than the light blue section, which tells that mobile is expanding and advertising market may needs to focus more on mobile platform.
Sprout Social is an effective tool for customer relationship management, and it seems like the CRM market is also growing. We are expecting that between 2020 to 2017, I think annual growth will be 14.2%, and online marketing will be 21.6%. So, the where Sprout Social specializes is that more and more, when more and more people are using platforms, and when more and more companies are engaged with the marketing online, this particular platform will be very effective of analyzing effectiveness of advertisement as well as customer relationship. Like we've mentioned many times in our video, that when you make comments or questions on let's say Facebook, then the Sprout Social can always answer that question by monitoring real time basis. So when like we call it a total addressable market, when these platforms and online marketing increases in terms of its market size, I think it's the potential growth factor to Sprout Social.
I mean, the key business model of Sprout Social is enhancing and leveraging on the data. And obviously, if there are more data coming in the future due to growth of industry, it will have more power and more analytics data available to make more predictable and specific business marketing analytics. So I think it's good for both customer and Sprout Social, which of course would like to invest in. So for stock profile, customer pool, as we said in the introduction, there are 100 plus countries out that Sprout is operating in, and 24,000 customers out there. And we, of course, want to focus on both retail clients and the institutional clients.
So yeah, we have like Sprout. When we say we, it seems like we are working for Sprout Social.
No.
So
Investment idea.
yeah, so Sprout Social has diverse pool of customers from universities and Subaru, which I think is a car company,
Even Denver Nuggets
yeah.
and NBA team.
NBA team to American Lung Association, which is I think it might be NGOs. So their customers are very diverse, and I think that this is what drives what excites me because as time goes on, I think Sprout Social will accumulate data and then it will analyze data in a way that will be like more predictable in terms of effectiveness of their reach out to the community. So I think more diverse and more time basis, I think that Sprout will grow meaningfully. What I mentioned here is the 2020 election polling industry failure. Has been mentioned by numerous newspapers, and it seems like they in like all the media predicted that the Joe Biden will win in a large landslide basis against Trump, but it seems like Trump almost won and then he lost it again. I guess we got to look at it more for the following days to check if who's the president for the next 4 years. But I think Sprout Social can, with the I think artificial intelligence can figure out better prediction for the pulling industry. Like I think it will be more effective if if they use AI to see people's reactions about the election, and if they analyze it enough, I don't know what I'm not really a statistician, but if they do it enough of something, I don't know, like a relationship of this influencer saying something about this, and then if we see more reactions of certain cases for this candidate, then it has higher chance of winning. What I don't know what it is that they do, but I guess it will definitely apply to this polling industry as well. Polling. I'm sorry, polling industry. So yeah, so I think what we wanted to say is that Sprout Social has very diverse pool of customers, and it's actually expanding and applicable for many different uses in the market. So that's my opinion. If Sprout Social is watching this, they can perhaps.
Yes, I mean it's data. I feel that the main core of the business data science and data science via the SNS channel. So I agree with Connect, and there's a lot of expansion possibilities out there for Sprout.
Yeah.
So we're very keen into this particular stock. And we check the market response to Sprout Social, and of course there's a Hootsuite, which is their major competitor. But it feels that the clients are actually more fun with the Sprout Social. I think it's more easy to use, and overall points for the Sprout Social is very strong against the other three candidates out in the market.
The main point for this particular slide is that I'm not really familiar with Sprout Social. So as Mr. Connect here, Connect.
Yes.
So this is the basically like indirect way of checking if people actually think of this platform as the convenient use for their business use. So it seems I read it in different articles because I don't exactly know how they function. I don't really know how they use how it's been used by different businesses. But it seems like Sprout is like one of the first companies that actually launched this kind of platform. So it's actually leading in terms of their expertise and convenience, and their major competitor Hootsuite is not as good as Sprout Social. I'm sorry, but that's what I read based on the articles that I read. It seems like Sprout is very convenient to use. So they're number one in the market. So their total addressable market, what we call TAM, it's potential for the expansion in the future. Like the things that they
Best case scenario.
best case scenario. They say there's 50 billion total addressable market. I'm not really sure. This is like too optimistic.
I mean, it's their IR data
Yeah,
presentation,
yeah,
so
yeah.
they are speaking of their positive future. So you have to consider when you're reading this material.
I think the company is basically thinking that their customer pool will eventually increase because they're operating in 100 different countries. And I think it's very effective tool for marketing division. So it will definitely increase the number of customers. But 50 billion, that this number actually came from how each customer will increase their subscription fee from like let's say $100 to $1,000. So then the more customer, but more and more customer paying more for the company's service, then this will eventually increase or contribute to greatly to the revenue of the company.
It's just power of a subscription. But as you see in this slide particularly, so what we were seeing was the total number of customers are quite stable. It's not much of differences going on, but not much of volatility. But total ARR is keep increasing, which is very positive. That it's a proof that customers are liking their services and they are willing to pay more to get the most out of Sprout Social.
Yeah, that's true. Even like in 2020 second quarter, when coronavirus was just a major hit to the market.
At the peak.
Yeah, it's been peak at the market. It's actually peaking the number of infected people. Yeah, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, but 2020 second quarter, Sprout Socials did manage to increase their number of customers as well as revenue, which is I think, very, very positive number. Thinking that if coronavirus ends, I think it will increase the number more faster than usual, because if you see, it's actually like the velocity of increasing number of customer decreases in 2020 second quarter versus previous quarters. So I think it will be, even coronavirus is over.
It's also power of subscription business, because once you start it, it's hard to go back to none. You have to keep using it. So even with the coronavirus, you're wondering how the market is reacting to your brand, and then you have to still use it. I guess that's the part of the reason why 2020 second quarter was increased.
So as I mentioned, there are a lot of customers that are paying more than $10,000 for this particular platform. It's actually been like in 2017 second quarter, there's been 591 customers, but this number actually increased by fivefold.
Wow.
Of 2,544 customers are now paying more than $10,000. So remember the total addressable market of 50 billion. I think Sprout is very optimistic, but it's not really based on just some figment of imagination. It's just there are people who are enjoying the service and they are getting more functions by paying more.
And we also like and believe that stabilized cash flow is very important for investment.
Yeah.
And this is the business model where cash flow is quite stabilized and very optimistic forecasts are coming in from the data.
So let's go over the financials and stock price.
Yes.
The stock price is at $48.33 based on last Friday. What was last Friday? It was like November something. November 6th. Yeah, November 6th. The market capitalization is 2.53 billion, and the second quarter revenue for this company was 31 million. So if just doing simple math times 4, it will be 120 million for this company. Then the PSR will be like less than, or it will be somewhere around 20. So it's not overvalue. It's not undervalue. It's I think it's at the right price. This company has has debts, but it's not it's not that much. It says that to asset is 12.94%, so it's not that much. So this company might not go bankrupt, just in case you're
worried. It's a tech firm, so you don't really need much of plants and equipment. So I guess it's quite reasonable.
No, not much debt, so you can sleep well at night.
Yes, with stable cash flow.
Yeah, with the stable cash flow. So the next price is so this movement, I don't think people are like, I can't buy at 48. It seems too high compared to what it was like a couple months ago. But you got to think about how if this market will expand, if this company's customer basis will expand, and if you think it will be a very effective tool for customers, then you should invest in them.
I mean, we will discuss in different introduction video, but we are a strong believer with the Peter Lynch and his idea of investment, that you should not look at investment opportunity for short-term lottery ticket. I don't think that will work, especially in this era where uncertainty is quite high. So if you believe the industry is going into the right direction, and the industry and the stock particularly is going into good direction, then you should consider holding it for long term.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now the stock value might look high, but if you looking back from 6 years later, then it may be the lower point of.
Yeah. I bought it at 30, and then I bought more.
He actually bought it, but I didn't get to buy it. He told me, but I didn't know anything about Sprout, so I missed my bus. But
Yeah.
lucky for him.
Yeah,
yes.
but what he mentioned, it means a lot. I mean, if you don't know the business model, you shouldn't be investing. Just because people whisper at your ears and like, yeah, you gotta buy this stock. You know, you shouldn't.
That's
follow.
why I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually good attitude. Now
Thank
he
you,
understands.
Warren Buffett, and thank you, Peter Lynch.
Yeah.
I listened to their
Best advice.
yes,
from
lectures
people,
and learn. But now that I'm looking at all the data and all the market, I thought, oh, maybe I should just bought it.
Yeah. But you know, this video will summarize the business model of the company. So after watching it, if you think this you want to do some more research, I think it's still Sunday, so you should do your research and make investment. So yeah, so this is
We still got one slide. It's a price target from Wall Street Journal. You found
for this company. Average is 45.50, which is like the current price is 48. So
little.
yeah, it's somewhere in between what people expect. Like it's in between what people expected, what analysts expected this price, the price of the company will be. The high is like 30 maximum. They expected was 59, low was 33, which I think is not possible. But yeah, 45 is what the average of his expertise thought that the stock price will be. So you get to decide if you think that this thing will go up to 60, then you should invest in them. If you think it's not, you should wait and see if you can buy it at the lower price when the market volatility increases and the stock price just goes down for no reason. So.
And of course, all the IR presentation are in their best case of scenario. So, as we said, do consider into your account and think in a more balanced way and look at the long term. I think you have a winning shot in this stock. Yeah. Well, not particularly, but investment overall. Yes.
So that's that. If you,
I mean, we actually forgot to change the end slide, which is in foreign language, but I do understand that we're not American, and it's our actually first attempt to do this.
Do it in
How did you
English.
feel?
It's actually hard that I have to speak something like this in
yes,
English.
It's harder than what I felt.
It gives me stomach and headache for speaking English on Sunday morning. It's not my favorite thing to do. But if you like the video, we started this the industry share video because I wanted people to make better decision for their stock investment. And there are a lot of stocks that you might not heard of, but might give you best return. And like there's not only Tesla or Apple. I mean, they're obviously good company, but if you're looking for faster growth company, we might be able to cover some of those stocks. And by looking at our video for like 40 minutes, you get to understand the business model. And then you do your own research and make investment.
Yes, we may not be the smartest guy in the room, but we do our study, we do our homework, and we want to share with you as much as possible. So if you like the video, just subscribe and hit the alarm button, and we'll keep sharing good stocks and data.
Yeah. So we're not just going to be like, yes, Sprout Social is a very good company. Yes, this is what they do. We'll be more thorough and we'll go into deeper in terms of their information and financial. So we'll do our best.
And of course, a disclaimer that investment decision is made by individual. We are just giving you information of what Sprout Social is and what their IR presentation is speaking of. We're not saying that you should buy this particular stock at this moment or later. It's just our introduction.
Yeah. Do your homework.
Yes.
And then we will see you next week.
Next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.